Hello, darlings. It's Raymond with Haus of Darling Perfumier. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. It's Vietnam Scented Pages Day. I'm going to be here with my friend Kim, and we are going to be smelling through the Discovery set over 3 nights of Vietnam. And this is chapter 1, Enchanting Vietnam. I do know there's a chapter 2 now, but we're going to focus on chapter 1. Hello, Aunt Brenda. Welcome in. How are you doing? Please send out some invites if you don't mind. I would appreciate that. I'm going to do the same. As you are coming in, please let me know what your scent of the day is or the evening. I want to know what your fragrances are. I today wore a really yummy combination of Le Capital from Xerjoff and then a yummy strawberry pound cake lotion from Bath and Body Works. It was so good. The strawberries were totally ramped up, and there's something a little bit about Le Capital that is a little scratchy or hard or harsh later on. And this lotion kind of seemed to make that a little bit easier. So it was a really nice combination together. The vision in my mind, I did post the fragrance that I'm sniffing on my page. But the idea was Rizzo, Kaniki, both talking together in that ice cream shop. So that scene, a little bit of leather, there's a little bit of attitude, but then there's sweetness and coyness and love in there between Rizzo and Kaniki. So go check that out. Leave a comment if you resonate with that. That's what I wore today. La Capitale and strawberry pound cake lotion from Bath and Body Works. La Fleur, welcome in. How are you doing? Please let me know what your scent of the day is. Alicia, welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. I, again, am going to be joined by my friend Kim, and we are going to be sniffing through Enchanting Vietnam, which is the first perfume collection from the Haus Vietnam. Please let me know if you've tried them out. Let me know what your favorite fragrances are if you have tried them. I love this Discovery set. It's so pretty. It's really nice. Hello again, Alicia. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. The artwork is just really, really nice. It comes with 9 different fragrances. So we're going to kind of take our time. We're going to smell 3 per night. So if you miss out, or if you know anyone who's missing out on tonight's live, I'm always going to repost them on my YouTube. So go subscribe, go watch, leave some comments. And then we will also be here again tomorrow and Thursday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we'll get through this whole set. If you are not joined on my IG channel, you should go join. We're always talking in there, having a lot of fun. I'm looking for more collaborators. I've got space for a couple more people who want to take a collaborator position there. But I did ask earlier which fragrances we should start out with tonight, because again, we're doing 3 of them. So if you like to be in on all of that juicy behind the scenes content, make sure that you go and find my channel, join, and send me a DM if you want to be a collaborator. So taking a look at the poll, it looks like we are going to start with Harvest Season, Monsoon Tea, and we're going to go with White Rice. That is one that Alicia here in the audience picked for us. So let's go over all of the options really quickly before I just talk about what we're actually going to smell. So again, this is called Enchanting Vietnam. It's chapter 1, and it comes with 9 fragrances. The fragrances are White Rice, Monsoon Tea, In the Garden, Harvest Season, Phu Quoc, De Lat, Through the Forest, Pha Breakfast, and Vietnamese coffee. Welcome in, Kim. How are you doing? So the really great thing about this discovery set is the presentation. So it does come with the box that I just showed you. Hello, Kim.
I can see you. We've somehow figured this out on accident.
Somehow it's all working, which I do love, which is always great when we can see each other. So smells good. Welcome in. How are you doing? Please tell me what your scent of the day is. Alicia, you didn't tell me what your scent of the day is. Brenda, what is your scent of the day? Kim, what is yours?
Um, I didn't actually wear one today because by time like I had the free time to figure it out, um, it was like a
Understood.
couple hours until we did this, and I decided I didn't want to have I didn't want to wear something that might conflict with the experience,
How
essentially.
risque of you. I love it.
Well, I
Well,
didn't leave the house, so I mean,
well, as I was saying, we are going to be smelling this Enchanting Vietnam. It's chapter one. They already have a chapter two out already. Yes, it already comes with the scent strips. That's what I was just going to get
and it
into.
has the
Right.
names. I literally just took the plastic off this. I've never even peeked at it
Okay.
since
Brenda
since I
says, you
got
know
it.
me, cucumber melon from Bath and Body Works. If you haven't tried it, Brenda, get this strawberry pound cake. So good. World, please tell me your scent of the evening. I want to know. Yes, best thing about this is the packaging. So really pretty with this like watercolor design on the front. All of the fragrances are listed on the back. There's 9 of them. You open it up, and then there is a quote from Robert Frost. And then you open that up, and each individual fragrance has like a picture to go along with it, which I think is really great. There is a description about the fragrance, and then it has the notes front and back. So really nice quality paper as well. This is no like 13 weight paper. This is nice, nice paper. Then like Kim was
You know,
showing, it comes with the
this
scent
with the
strips.
box situation.
Yep.
If I just glanced at it and I didn't read it, I would actually assume that this was paint
No, it
based on
does
the
look like a
packaging.
watercolor. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
I
like
would assume that it was
watercolor.
a box with paint tubes.
Yeah. Then it comes with scent strips, already pre-named. Who doesn't love a scent strip that's included? And then the fragrances are all
Ooh,
in
look at my
their
ceiling.
place. How beautiful is that? Simple but done really elegantly, really nice quality, and it has everything that you need. Stories, notes, scent strips, juice. Like, what else do you need? Humes, welcome in. How are you doing? What is your scent of the evening? Please let me know. Smell Good is wearing Bleu de Chanel EDP. Like to wear that when
And
I have a lot of
the
meetings.
name
I
is
think the same thing
printed
with
on the tube,
business. Business is what I think with Bleu de Chanel.
which is
Um,
nice.
yeah, so really nice samples that you got here. And again, it's printed with the names on the sprayers themselves. Jason, welcome in. How are you doing? What is your scent of the evening? Please let me know. I just got my mammoth samples. I might spray 1 or 2 of them. Ooh, mammoth. I've never even heard of them, Humes. Okay, so I did ask some people in the IG channel which fragrances we should smell. One person replied back, so we're gonna go with that. So tonight we're gonna smell Harvest Season, Monsoon Tea, and White Rice. Please let me know in the comments now which one we should start with from those. I There's going to be 9, and again, we're going to be smelling these every single night for the next 2 nights. So again, make sure that you're joining us. That way, you can get the experience of this whole house. Raven, welcome in. How are you doing? Please let me know what is your scent of the evening. We're going to be here smelling some fragrances from Vietnam, Harvest Season, Monsoon Tea, and Dela. White rice. So let me pull those ones. Perfect.
So, not to reinforce Jason's belief that I am a cowboy who lives on a ranch and has a bunch of horses due to the whole living in Texas thing, but I definitely just bought my son a sticker for the back of his phone that it's a goose dressed like a cowboy that says you just yeed your last haul. And it is like the funniest it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
All right. So let's go here. So I've got them in an order here. Someone give me in the comments a 1, 2, or a 3. So I first heard about this house because they blew up on IG. I just heard about them everywhere, and it was about Vietnamese coffee. So I was very interested. I'm not really into coffee fragrances. I like them, or not coffee fragrances, into coffee itself, but I do enjoy coffee notes in a fragrance. And so I was interested by the Vietnamese coffee. Then I saw that they had one, the pho breakfast, and I was like, in a perfume, like that pho. So got me interested, ordered the discovery set, so did Kim. And so now we are going to be here smelling with you all. Jason is going to get a smack on the booty. All right, Yum says, House of Mammoth, apparently they've been nominated for art and olfaction awards, so I got intrigued. I like that name, House of Mammoth. It already makes me think of like primordial, old world, prehistoric, things like that. Pheromone, welcome
So
in. No one's helping me
so
out tonight, so I'm
what
gonna pick my
I'm
own.
what I'm gathering from this is we need to get together and teach Jason his numbers.
Yes. So we're gonna start with this one here. And this one is harvest season. I put that first one. It's had to be first. It was meant to be.
You know,
So let's try
I
harvest season.
literally know nothing about this house. You were in the Discord and you were like, I'm going to buy this. It's on sale and it's blowing up on TikTok because of this one fragrance. Anyone else want to buy it? And then I was like, yeah, why the fuck not?
Website's so pretty. It's
And this is how we got here.
dnam.co, and that's exactly how we got here. So this house is about celebrating Asia and craftsmanship. So from their website, it says their values are calmness, delight, and inclusivity. So they think about their packaging, they give back as well. So that is a little bit about the house itself. And it comes from Vietnam. Now, chapter 1 specifically, Enchanting Vietnam, let's give you a little bit of a little story. And this is from the founder, Nick Hoang. So, as a child growing up in rural Vietnam, I was captivated by the symphony of scents that painted our landscapes. The lotus blossoms that graced our serene lakes, the crisp scent of morning dew on verdant rice paddies, the bitterness of lime leaves in my grandma's garden. Each scent was a thread in the tapestry of memories. As I journeyed outside Vietnam, I discovered that while the world of fragrance was vast and diverse, it was missing a heart note, the scent of my homeland. Thus came the idea for our first collection. Chapter 1 is a love letter to Vietnam. Each of the 9 fragrances is a personal and contemporary interpretation of our heritage, handcrafted by local perfumers to echo the melodies of our land. This is a manifestation of a dream, a sensory memoir of Vietnam. Let our journey begin. With that being said, we're going to start with our first experience here, and this is going to be harvest season. Josh, welcome in. How are you doing? It's great to see you here. Elise is wearing Roches Femme. Josh, what are you wearing, please? Josh, Jason's like, he went and voted really quick. James, how are you doing? What is your scent of the night? We are smelling Vietnam. The first fragrance here is harvest season.
It's kind of soapy.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. For some reason, I felt like, and maybe it's just because I just read that, but th- but I just read that description. But I smell
It
like lime leaves,
smells like
or like
like a
limey.
like a citrus soap, like a you know a yeah well words a citrus soap. It smells soapy, but yeah, there is that brightness from citrus. It smells
Yeah.
like a citrus soap. I'm starting to get the vetiver.
Josh is wearing Fresh Woods with a Z by Mini Spritz with a Z. Oh, I love that thing with the whole Z. I like consistency like that when someone sticks with something like that.
All right, so on the skin, not very soapy. A lot more of that citrus.
I'm smelling
And
vetiver
then
now, like you said.
as it sits, that vetiver starts coming through a little bit. But the citrus is a lot heavier, brighter on the skin than it is on the paper. And the vetiver that's coming through is less. It's lighter than on the paper.
Okay, and I only say this whole association of like, oh, this reminds me of, is again, it's my brain trying to connect those pathways together. And it's being like, oh, and so when I say that, I'm not saying that it is like this. It's just my brain is saying, here's a connection. With that being said, this is really reminded me of a fern fragrance. This reminds me of something that I've smelled from fern before. It kind of has that, and I know you know what I'm talking about because you have fern as well, but it has that vibe that they're giving, that
I
kind of same.
think it's the rice straw because fern uses the hay note a lot, and so
You
I
know
wonder
what?
if it's the rice straw. Um,
Oh, on my skin, I'm getting grapefruit, orange pills,
yeah. For what?
some
So
rose and vetiver. Ooh.
I'm not really getting the rose. So on paper, either the citrus is weaker or the vetiver stronger. Whichever. But on the skin, as it develops, it's really nicely balanced. And unlike what I'm getting on the paper, the citrus is hanging in there.
Oh yeah, the citrus is there. I smell a combination of like grapefruit and orange together. There's kind of like a distinct difference between them both that I'm smelling here. I'm definitely getting some rose in the background, and it's starting to kick up even more. But this is like grapefruit, orange, rose, and some vetiver.
Says harvest season EDP embodies the enchanting spirit of Vietnam's countryside during the rice harvest season. Imagine yourself walking along these rustic lanes, immersed in fields of sun-kissed golden straw. The sun shines brightly overhead. Aroma of drying straw fills your senses. Surrounding farmers toil with unwavering dedication, basking in the prosperity of a fruitful harvest.
Betty says, welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. Cologne connoisseur. We are smelling some fragrances from Vietnam. This is chapter 1, Enchanting Vietnam. And we just sprayed harvest season. If you're watching this on the replay, please let me know what you're thinking of our first impressions of harvest season. So I'm smelling
So
oranges, yellows, and a little bit of like a pinky salmon color.
I'm mainly getting like a citrus vetiver fragrance with a light underlying citrus scent of hay. I do find it enjoyable. Will I use the rest of the sample? Absolutely. Would I buy a full bottle? Probably not. If it came in a travel size, I would consider it, but I don't know how often I would reach for it.
Reach for something like this. Okay. Are you just
Yeah.
not like a citrusy person?
No, I love citrus, and I do really enjoy vetiver. This is just I like it. I just don't see it as something that I would turn to a lot.
Mm.
Which okay, so and
I'm
you
not
you
getting
are
much of
right
that
because
hay
it
you're
does.
talking about.
Hmm.
I'm not getting much of that hay feeling that you're talking about on my skin.
It's it's there, but it gets really light really fast. So I do get what you're saying, and that it's got like that fern feeling. And as you've seen from pictures, you put dent way. I enjoy the fern, but you put way bigger dents in the fern than I do, and that's just
Yeah,
because
I
I
really
enjoy
like
them
fern.
and I will wear them. Sometimes I just have an urge. I mean, well, winter 25 or 24 is a completely different beast. I'll wear the crap out of that, but I like them and I will wear them. That's why I keep them and don't send them back. Um, but they're definitely not my go-to. And so this is like that. I like it and I would wear it. If I had it, I would wear it, but I wouldn't wear it very, very often. And it's not because it's bad. It's just, I hate to say it, it's almost like generic. Like,
Okay.
it's not, it's lovely and it's put together really well, but it's not anything special
You don't find
or
something special about
groundbreaking
it.
or new. And like, you far more than me, your collection is far larger than mine, but you hit a point when you have, so many perfumes and colognes in your collection that it's really hard to find something that you don't have something in your collection
Right, that
already that,
like reflects
yeah.
maybe something else or something like that. Yeah. Habib, welcome in. How are you doing? It's great to see you here. Fetty has Vietnam. So you have this discovery set. Are you sniffing along with us? Really quickly, these are the colors that I am seeing for harvest season. And again, with these ones, it's not like it's straight lines like this either. This is the best way I can show you. It's a really, really pretty gradient. The gray is at the bottom that's anchoring all of the other colors. And the other colors seem to kind of shoot off of the gray in my mind. Very interesting. Really pretty. Kind of like a sunrise, but instead of the sun rays are each colored one of these colors, but they're shooting off of the gray. So something like that.
Okay, so what I'm saying, not I would only wear it if it was given to me. It's regardless of how I own it, I just wouldn't wear it very often. Even if it was given to me, if someone gave me a full size bottle of this, because I know myself and because I know my collection, I would not reach for it very often. And it could be like this one fragrance could be the world's most expensive perfume, and someone gave it to me, and I still wouldn't reach for it very often
If you
because
don't find that
it's
connection.
not different enough from anything that I already own that I already only kind of reach sometimes. Would I buy this in a travel size if it was a reasonable price? Yes, I would buy a 10 ml of this in a heartbeat because I would wear it enough to justify purchasing a 10 ml as long as the price wasn't outrageous. But I wouldn't wear it enough to justify a full
The bottles
bottle by any
are
stretch
really
of the
pretty
imagination.
too. They kind of look like
Yeah.
an egg. They're
Yeah.
really kind of pretty. Fetty says he has Vietnamese coffee and tried monsoon tea. Both are phenomenal. Um, so yeah, this
You
is
know what
kind
we're
of
going to end
this.
up doing? We're going to end up saving Vietnam coffee for last, like we did with the Brazilian lily,
I know,
which was the
right?
reason that you got the blocky. So the reason
Exactly.
that you got this is going to end up being saved for last.
I'm glad that you, Brenda, and Raven both love the colors, and I'm glad that you resonate with them. It's really kind of the best way for me to show you exactly like what I am seeing. Now, I do have to agree with Kim here a little bit, and this is only going to be because also I've never been to Vietnam, so I have no idea what their harvest season is like versus our harvest season. But this is on my skin, there is something that is very citrusy, and then I'm getting that vetiver and that earthiness. So it's kind of got that lift with the citrus, and then you got your grounding with the vetiver there. My connection with harvest, and especially because in the nose it says that it has hay, I'm not. That's what I feel like harvest is. I have a fragrance from Maison Violet, Un Air d'Apogée, and that is my number one hay fragrance. And I feel like this almost takes me there, but doesn't arrive. Like there's something for me that I feel is a little bit lacking of it as well. Just comparing the name like harvest season. Stacks, Eunice, welcome in. Great to see you here. We are smelling fragrances from Vietnam, and we just sprayed harvest season.
Honestly, I'd give it a solid 7. I'd give it a 7 because it is blended well. The notes, it's very well balanced. It's just not, like special, I guess.
And I kind of feel or get, and again, I'm only comparing it to the name as well. And again, I don't know what a harvest season is like in Vietnam, so I'm already at a disadvantage there. But with using that, what does it say, rice straw? I don't know. There's something that doesn't
I
feel. If
mean,
I'm throwing a dart, it's not a bullseye.
all right. So you've most people have seen like pictures of rice fields. The rice is grown in a lot of water or whatever. And then I guess at some point they're dried out. I've never experienced this. But when you're reading the description and it's like the harvest season and you're in rice fields, why is it citrusy?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I
In
mean? Like,
Vietnam, there could be those citruses that are growing naturally that we don't have around here. Like he says, like the lime or whatever. That's what I'm saying. So I'm at a disadvantage because I don't know what harvest season smells like in Vietnam. They did say on the website that they were done by like local artisans, but they don't list who the perfumer is, which is kind of sad because I thought that was kind of the whole thing about the house. Okay, here we
well,
go.
unless
The
like the house,
perfumer, no, the
or did you
perfumer is,
find it?
yeah, the perfumer is on no. And according to the website, again, I think you did read it, but again, it's got rice straw, grapefruit, pink pepper, rose, violet, and vetiver.
So this thing also adds
And it
orange and
says patchouli.
patchouli and
Yeah, it says
violet.
patchouli. See, so the website is a little bit different than actually, yeah. So on the notes, it also does include orange and patchouli as well. That's so weird when they do that.
Hmm.
Hello, mother. Welcome in. How are you doing? Yes, Stacks. I have to tell you, that single safety razor has been one of the best shaves of my life. I'm so glad I ditched my damn disposable, and I will be moving up to like a straight razor or stuff like that here pretty soon. And
I
this is
wonder
phenomenal.
if the perfumers for this house are like classically trained perfumers, or if
Yes.
it's something passed down generationally. You know what I mean?
Oh, I kind of wondered. I said yes, like I know, but the perfumer for this on Fragrantica is listed to work at IFF. So I think
Okay,
that they are
so
just maybe
they're
they might
trained
have a
perfumers.
connection, maybe to Vietnam or something like that. But that'd be an interesting thing
Well,
to kind of find out a little bit
they
more
would
about.
have to
Hey,
be.
McCall.
They would have to be Vietnamese because, or the whole house is a lie because it says meticulously crafted by a group of Vietnamese creatives, artisans, and perfumers.
So on Fragrantica, they made Harvest Season, Delat, Arashiyama. They made almost, I think, all of them. Or a big chunk of them from Denom. So
Hmm.
perfect. But they work for IFF. Hello, Johnny. Welcome, and it's great to see you. McCall, what is your sense of the evening? Please let me know. Are you stranded this evening? All right. So if you like a citrusy, uplifting fragrance that also has that grounding like effect with vetiver and patchouli, this would be a nice fragrance for you to try. If you like that combination and that vibe. Again, I've never been to Vietnam, so I don't know what harvest season is there, but my connection to harvest here where I'm at, it's just missing the mark a little bit on that for me. But if you like citruses with those grounding vetivers and patchouli, I think this would be a really, really great one. I do like the mix of the orange and the grapefruit because with this fragrance, I can distinctly smell both of them, the orange and the grapefruit. It's not like a mix of like, oh, is this a citrus? I can literally smell the orange and the grapefruit separately. And again, these are the colors that I am seeing for harvest season. Good to see you, Mother. What is your scent of the evening? What are you wearing? Please let me know. These might be smells for the Vietnamese culture, which totally might be true, right? When someone smells this, like just in that note they were writing, how they have a connection with their mom or with their grandmother's like lime leaves in their garden. So yes, that's and I think that's cool that we're able to experience that there, and that's why I was saying I feel like I'm a little bit of a disadvantage because I don't have that experience or that connection with Vietnam. But I
So
love
I
that this
personally
fragrance has allowed
cannot.
me to go there.
Yeah, I personally cannot differentiate between the orange and the grapefruit. I just get a blanket citrus.
Oh,
Um, if I was classifying this fragrance, I would call it a citrus green fragrance. Um, it's not. I wouldn't say that it's overpowering, but it is the primary scent in this fragrance is that citrus note, the citrus
yeah.
notes.
Yeah, the citrus note is definitely prominent
Well,
here. I am
yeah,
getting a
while
little bit more of that rose on my skin, but this is citrus and vetiver,
yeah,
basically. Really good.
like while I was smelling kind of like a straw hay, like in the beginning, like that really backed off.
And it went
The
away.
vetiver has lightened a little bit. I'm not getting any of the rose, and that might be because the rose fragrance world, like rose knows I hate it,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
just
probably
like,
just hiding from me.
yeah.
But the citrus is just, it is there. It is not changing. It is not adjusting. Everything else is evolving around the citrus, but it's not heavy.
No, it's a lighter fragrance. It really has some like lift to it as well. Jake, Rob, welcome in. Rob, what is your scent of the evening? Sean, welcome in. What is your scent of the evening? We are discussing harvest season from Danam, and we're saying that it's basically a citrusy vetiver fragrance. I can smell the orange and the grapefruit. I will be interested to see if the hay feeling kind of kicks up in the dry down because um, I think that would be really enjoyable as it takes you through the fragrance, right? Because sometimes fragrances do develop and reveal more to them, more of themselves as you wear it on. Online, the bottles come in 50 mils for $160, and they are eau de parfum concentrations.
Hey, since you're on their website, do they have travel sizes?
Let's take a look. Their discovery set first off right now is $59, and that is for 9 2 mil fragrances. No,
No travels.
I don't think so. No, their bottles are really pretty though. They're kind of spherical. They look a little bit like an egg.
Do they have
No, they
you
don't
said they have
have.
chapter 2 out now. Is there a discovery set for that?
They do, and that's $59 as well. That one's called Memoirs of Japan. This one we're smelling is Enchanting Vietnam. And no, they only have one size, 50 mils, 160.
Okay. We're getting chapter 2,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. They only have one other fragrance on here from it's called Japanese Whiskey, which is in chapter 2, and that one's 380. Otherwise, and that's 150 mils. Otherwise, other bottles are 50 mils for 160. It's denom.co. All right. Someone, or actually, y'all didn't help me last time, so I'm going to keep going on picking myself. If we're going to go with the
No,
next
white
fragrance
rice.
here.
I'm picking white rice.
Oh, you are?
I'm picking white
Perfect.
rice.
Cam has helped us with the decision. We're going with white rice.
Okay, so this is like hard to gauge, so I'll stand up, but like this is where my strip is. I could smell it from here. This was pretty strong.
Oh,
It's nice. It's pretty.
Ambrette.
This is strong. I would not wear this to an office job because it's pretty strong.
I was just smelling kind of an orris root tincture that I have from Darnell and Perfume. I also had an ambrette tincture here as well. And this is definitely giving me that orris, ambrette, dusty, and slightly peanut butter. I don't know why, but sometimes Oris gives me this peanut butter feeling.
So it says a tribute to Vietnam's cultural symbol of livelihood, the white jasmine rice, found
Pandan.
at nearly every Vietnamese meal. The humble bowl of rice has nurtured generations. This scent presents a subtly sweet aroma, harmonizing gentle softness with the rice grain's nuttiness. As you savor it, you embrace the heart of Vietnamese culture where humble beginnings flourish into enduring strength.
Okay, so I'm smelling ambrette or Oris, rice, the pandan. I'm smelling pandan. And then there's like wet cedar.
Yeah, the top is rice and pandan, the heart is orris and jasmine, and the base is white musk, cedarwood, and tonka bean.
So There is a brand named Degree. Shout out, going to be at the Fragrance Festival June 28th. You should be too, with me and Jason, because they're gonna be there. They're hosting the whole thing. But Degree has a fragrance that has pandan in it, and that is how I get this association. So that I got that green. So I'm seeing like a mochi color in my head.
So I'll be honest, and this is from someone who I eat a lot of rice because I am part Asian. I own a rice cooker and I have a rice dispenser so I could buy rice in 25-pound bags. I very much enjoy white rice, jasmine rice actually specifically. I do not enjoy this. I think that it is very strong and it smells like perfume, and that's going to sound very stupid. But the same way when we were talking about other stuff and when there's that very specific cologne scent that you know it is a cologne because there's just that specific scent that smells like a cologne. Like this just smells like perfume to me.
Okay, I'm getting a total different connection and things in my head. McCall, this is a really interesting fragrance. I agree, Alicia. Dusty, musty, you do need to try it. This one, I see steam from like a rice cooker. I'm almost smelling the starchy water that the rice has been cooked in. And for some reason, the water has spilled over onto a cedar plank. Like, this is exactly what I'm seeing in my mind. Like, wet cedar, steamy rice, starchy, and orris. The orris or the ambrette that is in here leans a little bit makeup-y, lipsticky, but for some reason I feel like that cedar comes in and just puts it into check a little bit and says, and it doesn't get right almost, but it doesn't. This is a very interesting one for me.
So
I'm really liking this one.
on skin, what I get is generic perfume and with a heavy layer of orris. On paper, I do get those rice notes. It does smell a little bit like not cooked rice, not raw rice, but cooking rice because cooking rice has a very specific smell, and that is because of the almost gelatinous rice water from the starch. Also, wash your rice, people. Don't be gross. But that water, and I know this is because like my rice cooker has a little overflow container because when it cooks, sometimes some of that starchy water overflows. That smell I'm very familiar with. So on paper, I'm getting that scent, and some orris, and not so much of a generic perfume. So on paper, it's actually reasonably enjoyable to me. Would I buy it? No. Would I wear it if it smelled like the paper? I would, actually. On skin, that is a no-go for me. On skin, it smells like generic perfume with a heavy layer of orris, and that is all that I'm getting on my skin.
Hello, Carlos. Welcome in. We're smelling fragrances from Danam. We're smelling Enchanting Vietnam, and the fragrance we just sprayed is white rice. And I'm not a hater like Kim. I am getting such a different experience. I'm getting like steamy rice that's been cooked. It's starchy. The water has spilled over onto like cedar planks. There's wet cedar here. If you've ever smelled a fragrance called Bali Rouge from Maybe Sue, I'm getting that type of vibe as well. The orris in here is splendid. And these are the colors that I am seeing. No, not that green.
So that actually makes sense because when we did Maybe Sue, I did not like the Bali Rouge either.
Oh, you didn't?
It was too because it was too vintage lipsticky for me. And I'm pretty sure you said that it gets like that from the orris. So I don't know why I'm getting orris completely separate from generic perfume in this. But that's what that is what it's doing on my skin. That is so Easter.
It kind of is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pastel-y Easter. You got the grass here, the bunny fur, The
and
flowers
like
in the sky.
some eggs.
Yeah, I love
That is
that. That's a
a
really pretty
very
color palette,
Easter
though.
palette.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. This one is hitting all the spots that I like a fragrance to hit. It's complex. There's nothing simple about this. It's kind of waving to me, but then saying goodbye, and then looking off to the side, and then saying no. And like, yes, you want it, but you can't have it. And I like that.
So
I like when a
you're saying
fragrance makes me
this
chase a little
this
bit after it.
this perfume is being coquettish to you?
Yes, exactly. Ooh, okay, white rice. And you did already, so did you read the thing to it? No, I'll read it.
Yeah,
Attributes.
I did read
Oh,
it.
you did read it. Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. Well, then you read it. Good. Let's take a look and see here really quick who
I'm giving this like a
does
2 because I do not enjoy it.
what?
I don't because, like I said, the way that that it is reacting on my skin, all I smell is generic
Trust me.
perfume and orris, and I don't know why, because it does actually smell better on paper. I can smell the rice. On paper, I get that it is a rice perfume, but on my skin, I just don't. That particular note does not come through at all on my skin. It just blends together to make generic perfume scent and then a layer of orris.
I love that one a lot. The perfumer is on no for that one as well. So has done the first one, harvest season, and now this one, white rice. All right. Let's get into the last one that we have for tonight. Again, as a reminder, we're doing this again tomorrow night. We've got 3 more fragrances, and then after that, we're doing it again on Thursday because we have 6 more fragrances actually to smell. There's a 9 fragrances total in this whole discovery set. So far, we've smelled harvest season. Then we just discussed white rice, and now we are going to smell monsoon tea.
It's spectacular. Give me 14. Holy shit.
Oh, do you like that one?
Oh, I do not like this one. I love this one.
Okay. What do you tell us what you're seeing, what you're feeling? What's this one giving you?
Well, first of all, bergamot,
Okay.
which I'm a fan of.
Because you were a
It
big
smells.
hater of the first 2, so let's see what this one does.
I wasn't a big hater of Harvest Season. I think Harvest Season, I gave it a 7. Harvest Season was good. It's just, it's not like new or special.
Yeah, no. This is exactly why we do this because we need to have multiple perspectives. I'm just
So
shooting the shit with you.
I get the bergamot, and there's something green, and then there's tea. And so I'm going to assume, and I'll look at the notes in a sec. I'm going to assume that it is a green tea versus a black tea because we are talking about Asia.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they specify it to a specific green tea. There are a few varieties. I do not know them all. I know that there's gunpowder, which I'm a fan of, but it's good, right?
Uh,
So good.
No, Alicia, there was 9 total. 3 we're smelling tonight, then 3 tomorrow, and then 3 the next night. So this one, I would say green tea as well. I'm kind of getting like an aloe vera type of vibe from it a little bit. Petitgrain, I'm smelling some like, branches and twigs. There is something very green here, almost like I don't know why the word in my mind that keeps coming up is like a clover. For some reason, I'm getting some type of like clover leaf or
What
that
is
type of green.
muguet? Muguet.
Muget, I
Is
believe,
it
is
muguet?
lily of the valley.
Ask Google. All right.
I'm
Monsoon
going right
tea
now.
captures the tranquil
Yeah,
moment of
lily
savoring
of the
green
valley.
tea after a rainstorm. Brewing Vietnamese green tea is a unique process which begins with selecting young tea leaves, followed by swift boil to create a drink that is light, bright, and refreshing. As the rain subsides, every spray of monsoon tea is a sip of optimism, clarity, and renewal. Top notes: bergamot, petitgrain, lime. So we got those. Green tea leaves in the heart with muguet. How do you pronounce that? That one
I
I've
think
never even seen.
it's Muget.
Fair enough. Base notes: amber, musk, and vetiver. So the green is from probably a mix of the green tea leaves and that vetiver. But
Oh, and Jeff.
It is so much more green on the skin. On my skin, the citrus is a little toned down, and it is just a bright, beautiful green fragrance that I might now be obsessed with.
So
It,
I agree with what you're saying. Beautiful green fragrance. I'm getting the tea. On my skin, I'm getting a lot of the petitgrain. I'm smelling the twig and the leaves. Like if you just went and like scratched the tree, like that type of green, right? Um, there's something in here that has reminded me very much of A Scent by Issey Miyake. Um, yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. I'm getting that same type of feeling from A Scent from Issey Miyake. If you've ever worn that one, that's what I'm kind of getting here. This one's not my favorite.
so this is, I think on the paper I get more of a tea, and the green tea is heavier on the paper than it is on my skin. So, but actually, it makes sense that I like this more than you do because I sent you that sample of MFK's Aqua Media that I told you that I'm obsessed with because
But the
it's got this
fennel in
citrus,
that is so
yeah,
good,
but
though.
it's got like this citrus green tea vibe that reminds me of like my childhood in Japan. And you were just like, it's okay. And I'm like, I'm obsessed with it. Give me 1,000. So it
Yeah.
makes sense that I feel the way that I do about this and you feel the way that
I
you do
do
about this.
say though that
That,
fennel note though in
yeah.
that fragrance is just no.
But this is a beautiful, light, bright, green citrus tea. Like, I'm
Yes,
going to wear this
those
tomorrow.
those words that you saying are very true. This is a nice, bright tea fragrance. Really great. I am literally pulling back again over to Fern. There is another. So I guess it's just kind of that, which is again not a bad thing. I think that goes back to that artisanal craftsmanship kind of feeling to it. That's the vibe that I'm getting. But Monsu tea would not be one I would maybe grab for again.
Are you serious, Alicia? Aqua Media is the same as Elizabeth Arden green tea? Oh my God. Somebody get me that.
Didn't Kirk Shion make some of those green tea fragrances for Elizabeth Arden back in the day? Okay, so this is a very interesting color combination that I'm seeing in my mind here because this is called green tea. And I'm seeing a lot of blue actually with some green.
Well, it is, after a rainstorm.
And one cool thing is like in my mind, everything is threaded or outlined in like a metallic gold.
That is a very interesting fragrance. All right, so,
But
and I may have
yeah.
sent you a sample of this. If you like Val Factor by Sniff, which is a very green fragrance and it does have the bit of fig in it, I think that you will enjoy this because it has that same bright green quality that Val Factor does, and then this has a layer of green tea versus the fig that Val Factor has. So if that is one that you enjoy, I think that you will enjoy this one.
And this monsoon tea was also done by the same perfumer on No. So On's done all three of these fragrances tonight. Harvest Season, White Rice, and Monsoon Tea. Um, just as you stop talking just a minute ago, I started to smell the tea on my skin. Like that tea is starting to kick up now.
I'm
And
giving it a 10.
it's becoming more enjoyable. That wasn't like there before, and it's starting to kick up now. And now I'm kind of like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Ooh, the
so you
musk
want to
too, like the musk and the tea together. Interesting. Okay, that's
you
gonna
want
be
to revisit from the top?
We're both gonna have to wear that one tomorrow or something, and then like compare the full
Twins.
day wears. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So
Go ahead.
the paper. So on paper, harvest season got significantly more soapy, in my opinion. It kind of reminds me. The level of soapiness kind of reminds me of the there's a replica that has like a bubble bath scent or something, which I do not enjoy because I don't enjoy soapy fragrances. If I just wanted to smell like soap, I would not get perfume.
So right now from the harvest season, I'm getting still that grapefruit and vetiver basically.
I'm getting almost no citrus at this point, and then but I'm still getting a very nice even layer of vetiver, but it's got something a little like dirt coming through. It's getting a little more
Maybe
earthy as it's
that
settling down on my
patchouli,
skin.
maybe that patchouli's kicking up or something. This one's a
Maybe.
nice juxtaposition between light and dark, up and down. Like it's got this uplifting feeling and energizing from the citrus, but then it's got this grounding feeling from the vetiver and the patchouli.
And
And I kind of
it
like that.
went from like real
Oh
bright
yeah.
and then like kind of
Now
like
it's yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming down, it's settling down to earth.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, the
It's
next
not
one
bad.
was
I'd still give it a 7.
a
Like,
7.
my opinion on it doesn't change. It is good, but how many really good vetiver fragrances do we both own because we just really like vetiver?
I
100.
love vetiver, and a lot of the times I don't see it really mixed with some bright things. Usually, it's kind of like darker and more moody. So I
And
do
well, and like
appreciate,
earthy
yeah. So I
and
do
yeah.
appreciate the grapefruit that's with here because again, I like that juxtaposition that it's giving. So that's really nice.
Yeah, Alicia, bubble bath was terrible. I did one spray to I bought the because I had bought the Discovery set at one point. And I did one spray and then I threw it in the trash. Like one spray on paper, and I was like, and I just threw it. I threw the paper and the sample in the trash. I was like, absolutely not. Not only did I not like it, but I didn't like it to the extent that I wouldn't even give it away. It was terrible. It just was, it's soap. I don't need to spend $100+ to smell like soap. I could just get
Just
soap.
get yeah. The next one is white rice, and this one is delicious. I love this one.
It's a
This one smells so
it's
good.
it's a lot. It has a lot stronger of a rice fragrance on the paper now that it's settled a bit.
This is just like pure ambre, orris, and rice water. This is dirty sex. Also, there's like a hint of that as well that I'm feeling with this. This scent's kind of making me feel a little bit naughty, which I really, really
Okay,
enjoy. John, welcome
so
in. And these are the
I
colors that I
would
saw.
after it's like chilled on the skin. I would bump it from a 2 to a 7. It's actually a lot more enjoyable. I still wouldn't buy it, but it's not as strong, and it is starting to smell more like starchy rice, a little
Alicia,
bit
I've not
like a
smelled. Oh,
earthy, starchy rice situation.
so which one, Alicia? White rice or harvest season? Because the one that makes me think of, um, uh, oh, Kenzo? No, 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 no. I'm not reminded of any Kenzos off the top of my head right now. No, I was gonna say that last one, Monster Two, reminds me of Issa Miyake, so I got that mixed up. Which is a great segue. The third one is Monsoon Tea. No, Alicia. The white rice does not remind me of Amore or Kenzo. It's in a different ballpark. This one is white, again, that white, green, blue kind of color. When I smell that Amore, that is pink marshmallow fluffy. This one is a little bit more um I keep wanting to say in my head, not fantasy. Kenzo Amore is fantasy, fluffy, pink fantasy, and this one is a little bit more real, um, starchy rice. A little bit different. A little bit different. Hello, Chairman of Sense. Welcome in. How are you doing? We are just doing our roundup here of our fragrances tonight. Enchanting Vietnam from Danam. And we smelled Harvest Season, White Rice, and then we're going to discuss Monsoon Tea. How's that one
So
developing for you?
I think on the paper, it's only changed a little for me. The tea is a little bit stronger, but everything else is the same. Um,
The tea has
am I
really
on
kicked up
glue,
on
or
my
have you
scene.
been wearing glasses the entire time?
Yeah, I've been wearing glasses the whole time.
Seriously, I just looked up and realized you were wearing glasses, and I am freaked the fuck out. On skin, the the tea scent is still there, but it's light. It has like stepped back to the
That's
background,
release,
and
yeah.
it is a very like citrus green situation.
Yeah, very green. I'm really getting the green tea to pop up now. And Alicia, I have smelled Arden's green tea. And I would say this is kind of giving that same little vibe here. At first, I smelled a lot of the petitgrain with the branches and the twigs. That's really subsided. And now it's literally just like steeping green tea leaves. Musk is in there as well. It's really kind of a fluffy musk too for me. And again, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing blue in my mind, and I don't know what note to associate that with. But it's kind of
See,
interesting with green tea.
you're getting a stronger green tea scent in this after it's sitting, and I'm getting less. I'm getting more of the bergamot and lime and vetiver
Oh, the tea's really
than the tea.
kicking up
Like
for me now.
I'm getting like the tea more in the background. And that's green tea tends to be like a almost like bitter, dirty like taste, and then like so the smell
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of with
like a
it.
bitterness
I'm
to
gonna
it.
go. I have Moroccan green. Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah, there's usually kind of like a little bit of a bitterness there.
I bet it would be more like jasmine green. Yeah, it's got like a. So the and this is dry versus like an actual tea. So the dry tea is a little sweeter and less earthy, but I find that when you steep green tea, it kind of becomes um, a little bitter and then a little like dirty.
I think it's the
And it
lime
is
tea
kind
that
of
helps
like,
with it.
it's definitely an acquired taste. It is kind of like drinking grass.
Yeah,
I've been
exactly.
drinking green tea my entire life, so I think it is kind of an acquired taste, something that you adapt to. And, you know, I spent a lot of my youth in Japan, so I've just always had green tea, so it's not a weird thing to me to drink grass water, basically. But I think that's probably why you get like that like really like green. I think that's why the green in
Comes
this
through so
fragrance
much.
is like really important because I like, honestly like versus like black tea or rooibos, like green tea is like grass, like drinking grass, delicious grass, but grass nonetheless. Unless you
Delicious
don't
grass.
like, unless you don't like green tea, and then you'll think it's terrible.
Well, I like the monsoon tea more now in the dry down than I did at the beginning. But tonight for me, white rice stole the whole show. This one is so good. I can smell that pandan in there, which is so interesting and such a unique note. But you're getting that ambrette, that orris, that soft, fluffy starchiness. My favorite. Then I would put in the harvest season, and then the monsoon tea would be coming up third for me. What's your rank?
The tea is number one, and then Harvest Season and White Rice are tied for like 18. Like, that's how much better I like the monsoon tea, that I had dropped them further down than we have numbers of fragrances.
Hate her all night she's been. Tune in tomorrow to see if she's going to continue her hate streak here.
Someone find me Elizabeth Arden green tea and mail it to me so I don't have to leave my house, because I think y'all know I don't like to do that.
We've got 6 more fragrances to smell in the garden. Phu Quoc, Delat, Through the Forest, Pho Breakfast, and Vietnamese Coffee. We'll be here at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same exact place, same exact people. Be here. Catch the replay on my YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this with everyone who's as fragrance obsessed as us. Kim, I love you. I hope you have a great evening. And we'll see you tomorrow to do this again.
Later, Gators.
Glasses Raymond out. Peace.